Hello and welcome to the Sketching Greyhound. I asked, you answered. The most voted for Superman is Christopher Reeve. So, let's get started. I've drawn a lot of DC characters by now. I've drawn Batman, I've drawn the Joker, Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, The Flash. I did not yet draw a Superman, because there are a lot of Supermen out there and I could not really decide. I don't know if you know how many are out there. Of course, Henry Cavill is right now the standout one, because he's the current one and he is quite popular and he's really good. But there are a lot of other Supermen out there too. For example, also current in the Supergirl series, you actually also have a Superman. And you have the TV series of with Lois and Clark, the old one, where Superman was played by Dean Cain. I actually liked that series also very much, so he would also have been a candidate. But I asked you, and an overwhelmingly number of people has voted for Christopher Reeve. So that is the one that we were drawing. I was really happy with the choice of Christopher Reeve because I really liked the old Superman movies. They are funnier than you would expect, than that I, at least as a child, remember, because some of the jokes are quite evil and they went over my head when I was a child, so quite intelligent actually. But I'm more talking about the first two movies, not so much about the later movies. 3 and 4 were pretty bad. It's a typical case of the movie company was too influential here and destroyed the vision of the writers and who was involved with the film creatively. So yeah, they just more or less they destroyed the franchise. So nobody was that interested anymore. So it ended. But then, interestingly enough, we have Superman Returns, a movie that is already old by its own standards again, or a little bit older. And there we have Brandon Routh playing Superman, and it's actually a direct sequel for the old movies, although they more or less they ignore that the third and fourth ever happened, I think. So, but it is in the same tone. And the actors are surprisingly looking quite similar to their counterparts in the old movies. And they really, the whole atmosphere, it is really well adapted to the old movies. So people might not have enjoyed it too much, but I did, and I really appreciated it for what it was. A real sequel, and it really feels like one. And that is an achievement in itself. But we did not went with Brandon Routh here, we went with Christopher Reeve, and he is quite the iconic Superman in my opinion. He is the biggest Superman for me, so I was very happy with the choice. The picture here that I chose, it is one of the more common pictures of him that people perhaps know. It did not have that good quality, but it worked out pretty well. And as you can see, the face, I drew the face in the stream, the complete face, and also the neck. So what you see right now is what I managed to do in the live stream. But it was a longer work, so I drew a lot longer than on most pictures. So I drew more or less the same time with the Dean Winchester one, I think. It has about the same level of detail. It is something that I think is because of the paper I'm using. The gray one I am drawing very, very rough. You can see that in my latest pictures, for example, from the Buffy Club, where you can see Oz is quite rough. But on the white one, I am drawing quite up with more detail. I'm not saying the paper is the only reason why it is like this and I couldn't do it differently, but I think it is an influence that makes me do that more or less instinctively. Also because on the white one I can use the mechanical pencil that is quite pointed by nature and that I can use to draw a lot of details. Here with the hair, I'm actually pretty happy. So the hair is quite... there's a lot of gel in there and there is a lot of light reflections in there. Actually only in the hair, not on the face. The light seems to be quite... it seems to be blocked by the rock probably, where he is leaning on. So it's only on the hair. Not that easy to show and make look natural, but I think it works and I'm surprisingly happy with the hair. Also, I drew more of the surrounding things, the cape and the shirt, than I normally do. But yeah, well, it's I think you need it also because of the iconic nature, and it was not that difficult, so I added it in. And yeah, that's Christopher Reeve's Superman. I kinda like it. I could have been more dramatic with the shading, but I think it works. I am surprisingly decently satisfied with the hair this time, but overall, yeah. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching the full video. I really appreciate it and I hope I'll see you for the next video. Thanks again and goodbye.